Alright, so I accidentally went through a wooden door. Alright, so I decided to travel through the nether. Hello everyone, welcome to Cobblemon episode 5, which right now you'll be seeing a time-lapse of me actually making the automatic part of the apricot farm, in which, as you can see, it's not a giant farm that's surrounded by harvester, because I found out that the harvesters don't actually harvest the apricots, or apricorns. They harvest the leaves, so it breaks the apricots, so I ended up looking up a YouTube video on how to make a apricot farm, and I didn't follow it exactly, but I used it as inspiration. And pretty much you have to use deployers in order to actually harvest the apricots. So that's what I'll be doing for that. In which, in the time in between episode 4 and now, I did quite a lot. I explored some more, found some more fossils. So now I have another Kabuto, as well as a Tortuga and a Lilip and Shieldon. I also managed to find a Cyndaquil and 2 more shiny shiny Sentrants, as well as a shiny Butterfree. And a shiny Pidgey, and shiny Bunnelby. And when I went out exploring, I found a lot more stuff, including I went inside the purple geodes that you saw in episode 1, and those are the things that hold Megastones. So I have Charizardite X, Beedrillite, Aerodactylite, Garchompite, and Steelixite. I also went into a couple more dimensional doors, found some relics. I did get sent into Limbo, so I do have an Eternal Fluid bucket. The relics I found were the Aqua Walkers, which allow you to walk on water. Spatial Signal, which effectively just causes you to go back, your position to go back in time for a couple of seconds. As well as some running shoes, which allow you to run faster. And step-up blocks when you're sprinting. The Midnight Robe, which if you're in darkness that is a certain light visibility, you go completely invisible, meaning mobs can't see you, and you deal increased damage when you hit a mob. I also got Snorkels, which give you 15 seconds of water breathing every time you exit the water. Pharaoh Claws, which increase attack speed, as well as amphibian boots on top of my flippers, which both pretty much just increase the speed at which you swim in water. And apart from that, I increased my Infinity Ham a little bit more, so it's almost at the point where I can add potion effects to it. And then I also found some sniffer eggs, and I got a trident from a drowned. Other than that, most of what I did was just off camera, increasing farm, making the crushing wheel as well as the mechanical crafter. And I did make a double-sided purple lightsaber, and I made it brass because the brass is stronger than zinc. And it lights stuff on fire, but it also gives brass nausea, which causes pretty much mobs to stop and move slightly in a sort of erratic pattern. Which is both a blessing and a curse. I get hit more, but it also means things don't move as much when I'm fighting them, meaning I can technically just hit them and run away. But other than that, that's about all I did in between episodes. So now it's time for a regularly scheduled episode. Alright guys, so I think today I'll actually just go ahead and fight the Ender Dragon. I just gotta get a couple more blaze rods. Mainly because in order to go out really exploring, I want teleporters. Which in order for that, I need telejuice, which requires chorus fruit. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and fight the Ender Dragon. I'll be right back when I get the blaze rods and am heading towards the stronghold. Maybe I'll just come back when I'm at the stronghold if nothing interesting happens. Alright, I got the blaze rods, and one thing I forgot about is actually just simply the fact that I forgot that at the end of the time lapse, I was fighting a Wooloo, and when I killed it, my dude leveled up to level 36, so I can actually evolve Hot Croc now. And he can just finally become Skeledirge. He kind of looks like the EX card model, with just the way the fire is outlined and all that. Yeah, he looks nice. I wonder if we'll be able to ride him when they add the ability to ride Pokemon. Well, which direction do I have to go to for the stronghold? That direction. I've been that direction before, okay. And it looks like the Ender Pearl broke. That's off to a good start. But yeah, I'll be back if there's anything interesting. If not, I'll be at the stronghold. Alright, so I found the stronghold. Now it's just time to find the portal room. Which I've never really had issues finding the portal room. Unless it was because sometimes they've had them just straight up detached from the rest of the stronghold. Which that's the only time it's really caused me issues. So it shouldn't take me too long, especially with the speed that I run at. Nice geode inside the stronghold. Also, I did forget that I could evolve the Gibble into a Gabite, so yeah, I did that on my way here. So when I caught him, he was a high enough level to evolve, I just forgot to. Guess you guys can find out what the inside of one of these looks like. I didn't expect to run into one when I was in the stronghold. But yeah, this is what the inside of them looks like. It looks like it's another area Tactolite one. But you do just get more evolution stones and all that. And XP. So now I got more evolution stones. Well, I didn't even know the lightsabers could break cobwebs, but at least I found a library. I already have one of these, actually. And it's pretty much just a compatibility mod that adds a compatibility from these artifacts with Alex's mobs. So, yeah, there are a couple of them. I wonder if there's more than one. Yeah, it looks like there's 3 of them. Distinct Gland and Frost Robe. Don't know what they do, but yeah. They add those. Yeah. Let's see, what are books used for anyway? I'll probably just get a bunch of them just for the emerald trades. Also, I feel like this really should have had... Oh. I did not know that it would show up. I wonder if that just means that one isn't infested. Yeah, it's infested. Well, that's an interesting way to find out whether a block's infested or not. But did not know there was going to be a library right there, and I thought they always had a second floor, but I guess not. Hey, finally. Okay, I thought it was going to take another while. Is that seriously just another megastone geode, or is that the same one but from a different spot? Same one, different spot. Okay. Now let's see, how lucky did I get with the Eyes of Enders inside this one? Not a single one. Okay. Also, I'm well aware I don't have any projectiles. Generally don't use bows, primarily because I don't like running out of arrows. But, okay, there's dimensional doors in the end. Good to know. But yeah, I usually just grab a bunch of endstone and pillar up. Yeah, no fall damage will make this a lot easier too. Yeah, I'll probably just speed up this fight because everyone's seen the Ender Dragon fight. And frankly, I don't do it much differently from the people that don't use beds. No, I don't have bottles because, frankly, Dragon's Breath is not that useful in this mod pack. The only thing other than the lingering potions it's used to make is just the Dragon Fang in Cobblemon, in which that just boosts the power of dragon type moves. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, actually, two things that I forgot to mention are, when I was exploring the Nether, I found the obsidian shield in a Nether fortress, which decreases fire lava damage. So, it's not fire resistance, but getting lit on fire, it's not that big of a deal to me anymore. Then the second thing was, oh yeah, second thing was, if you saw in the time lapse that I had apples, I completely forgot that in order to get leftovers, you have to just eat apples and it's just a chance of happening. So I ate about 40 apples and got 2 leftovers, and they're on my lantern and my skeleturge. Alright, I got 2 more. Alright, finally, now it's just the waiting game. To wait for this guy to perch. What are these fish? Cosmic cods. Cool. Not used for anything. I was wondering where the Cobblemon were. you gonna land anytime soon? Alright, so it'll take 3 more perches. I wonder what you drop. Which... Tata? Nah, I'll just use Snarl. So you are a psychic type. Alright. Ow. Ah, a Beldum. Okay. Time to catch a Beldum, I guess. Let me just see if I can quick ball him. I hope I can. Because I know Beldums are particularly annoying to catch. And yeah, that was expected. It is asleep, but I do also have Yawn. I'm sure there will be plenty more. Let's see if I can take a Snarl. Nope. I didn't think it could, but frankly, Beldums are also annoying to catch. Are you somehow? I wonder if I should go through one of... Is there anything to prevent my items from being lost in the void? Because if there is, then I'll go through one of the dimensional doors here. So I'm not sure if they can bring you into the void or not. Finally! I'm just gonna wait for my XP to go down into the storage book. Into the storage bank in the book. I wonder if the dragon egg is used for anything. Nope. Just decoration. Also can't craft it, so it's still the only one. And now, it's just time for the End Islands. I should have brought my structure compass. Actually, I don't have a structure compass. Never mind, it wouldn't have made a difference. If I can find some redstone anywhere, I could make a structure compass. Let's hope this works. Whew. It's always on the edge. Now it's time to grab some of these. Yeah, that's used for quite a bit. But mainly the telejuice. That way I can actually make the teleporter. Huh. But yeah, that's my main reason for wanting to do this, is simply the teleporter, so I can teleport to different biomes in order to see what Pokemon are there and not have to actually map out the entire overworld, because that would take too many maps. I'll get probably about 10 chorus flowers. Okay, I didn't know the tops of them acted like cactus. Should have brought some... Well, I have some paper and I have some gunpowder, so I can make some fireworks for when I get Elytra. I will probably end up fighting the Void Worm at one point. At some point or another. Maybe I'll do that as the conclusion. Because I've never actually fought the Void Worm. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing that's really added to the end, so I'll pop back in when something either has happened or I have an Elytra. Well, found an end ship, and it actually didn't even take that long. Which is an extreme rarity for me. Normally it takes a couple hours if I'm lucky. If not, a couple days. I remember in one vanilla world, I was searching for 3 days before I just gave up and looked up where it was on a seed map. This also looks like a very small end city. Might go to another one to try and find different loot. Because I'm not sure what relics I can find here. The few mobs, brass nausea doesn't affect really because shulkers don't move, they teleport. Also did completely forget that until now that I don't take any damage from ender pearls and they can actually heal me. Huh, instead of on an iron frame, it's in a chest. Okay. Well, I could just combine that with my current pickaxe and get an efficiency 4 pickaxe. I can use this for Silk Touch when I get that enchantment. This is great. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna search around a bit for more end cities with that loot. Just wondering if I can get gunpowder in here somehow. What the? Hold on. Ooh. That's definitely a good way to find out if certain things can drop. Let's just hope none of these crash the game. Oh, Elder Guardian. 33% chance. Experience harvesting? Wonder if that means you get experience from, like, food. Well, not from food, from harvesting crops. I completely forgot about the mimic cubes. That might hurt. Oh, skeletons. Oh, that's a really low drop chance, considering I've killed quite a few and haven't gotten that. Probably does more damage with arrows, or less of a pullback speed. That's definitely more damage with arrows. The Warden? Okay. Oh. So this is one you can't get more of. Probably makes it so that you probably don't make any noise when you walk, which would be great for exploring ancient cities. There it is. Alchemist. It has something to do with brewing. So yeah, it looks like witches, wardens, skeletons, and there was one other. Elder Guardian. So these 4. Gotcha. Just wondering. Oh, it looks like you can also get some from dungeon chests. Oh, I'm absolutely. This definitely confirms that I am going to be searching in cities. Let's see. Mob repellent, that would actually be really nice. That is in village armor. Okay. Not the easiest thing to try and grind out. Do you have that one? Or do you have that one? Enchanter. Oh, that wouldn't be fun to grind. Fast growth seems nice. Okay, so you can find them in ancient city chests as well. Okay. So yeah. I'll just fly around for a bit. See if I can find any more end cities. Hopefully get the extra health skill. I'll be back when I'm done. Alright guys, so I did decide to go into a dimensional door in which I've been here for like an hour and a half. Just trying to find cobwebs. Because, well, I had found enough to make almost the entirety of the explorer's compass. So I can find other bits easier except for the cobwebs. And the cobwebs took so long. So the other way... Yeah, okay. Do I need crackstone brick? Alright, I do need crackstone bricks, but that took so ridiculously long to find cobwebs. So yeah, that's why I'll have Explorer's Compass by the time I get back to you all. Alright, so I accidentally went through a wooden door, which pretty much just sends you back to I guess, the overworld, because I was kind of hoping it would at least just send me somewhere random in the end, but it didn't. So I just gotta fly home. And I'm very far away from home. Kill this gimme goal real quick. But yeah, so I can at least see what all the loot that I got from the dimensional doors does. Because I got 15 diamond blocks, which wasn't even the goal, and I somehow also found an ancient debris. But more interestingly enough, I also found Ender Hand and a Shadow Glaive, which I don't know what they do, and I want to know what they do. Oh, yeah. I'll be back at my house by the time I get back to you guys. So I'll see you all in a bit. Alright, so I decided to travel through the Nether, and I found another fortress on the way. Quickly see if I can find any chests. Oh, and I also did find a crystal heart, so I have quite a few more hearts. I have quite a few more hearts than before. Yeah, I don't think I'll get anything all that useful, and if I do, I'll pop back. Okay, right as I was saying something. Do you know what the magma walkers do? Because it's fairly obvious because of the aqua walkers that allow you to, walk on water. So obviously the magma walkers allow you to walk on lava. There is a time limit for the magma walkers, so there's definitely a time limit for the... Did I say there's a time limit for... There's a time limit for aqua, so there's definitely a time limit for magma. But yeah, I'll probably bring you all back when I find another interesting structure in the Nether, most likely a bastion. Or really, if I just find something interesting. So you might not even know I went to a bastion, because there was nothing good in it. Yeah, I'll see you all in a bit. Alright, so I did just get back to my house. I emptied all the backpacks. Currently, this is how much stuff total I have in terms of diamonds, emeralds, and all that. And I found out what the Shadow Glaive does. Pretty much, you throw it at something and it bounces up to a certain amount of times between targets. Like right now, it has 8 charges and it can bounce 4 times. And found out what the Ender Hand does too. Makes Enderman neutral, which I think means I can look at them, but they'll still attack me randomly for some reason. And then End's Transposition, which does this. Let's see if I can get it to work. Yeah. It allows me to swap with whatever target I'm looking at, which also means I can maybe swap with the fly. There was a mud. I didn't even notice the mud bray. But yeah, so that's actually very useful, especially for traveling in the end. And then I also applied mending and unbreaking to my elytra and sorted everything out. So now, as well as made a whole bunch more rocket. Combined the pickaxe, blah blah blah. Pretty much I just put everything away. Which I did find a gold backpack in the dimensional doors, which I should probably melt a couple bricks so I can make the explorer's compass. Which I might go back to. Actually, nah. I won't go back to the end until next episode, maybe off camera, and find some structures that way. But I think today I'll go to the Nether. I'll go to the Nether, find some bastions, see what kind of loot's in there. One phantom is too many phantoms. Also, yeah, I didn't find anything interesting with the rest of that Nether trip. But there we go. Got the explorer's compass. I do also have a nature's compass. It's what I use to find the lush caves. So yeah, I can now... Oh, and I can't actually click any of these ones and hit search, because if I do, it will destroy the compass. Because that's just what Alex's caves do. You have to find the caves through the maps. Which I will soon do the Alex's caves. But for right now, I think I'll just search for Bastion Remnant, which apparently is just this way. The only issue with that being the fact that this way is not a valid distance. So that's what a Gengar looks like. I'll get to you all when I find something interesting. Do that up this exploration. Alright, so I got Pig Step and a Bastion Ring, which is actually useful because it makes Piglins, but not the Brutes. Makes the Piglins neutral. And one thing I didn't know this is how you got was the Auspicious Armor. So that's good to know. But yeah, that's it for Bastion number 1. Alright, so I just looted this Bastion, and if you know anything about the Bastions, it's where you get the real good netherite. And then I got also 2 netherite scraps, but that's really the only important things I got from it. But ironically enough, the structure compass didn't even point to this one, it pointed to a different one. Yeah, I'm on to the next one. Alright, so I'm at the next Bastion Remnant, and there's a Larvesta. I'm catching that. And then I'll catch up with you when I loot this, because it's another one of these. Alright, so I looted 2 more Bastions instead, and I got a hat that makes you drink and eat faster, which I think I'll just keep my snorkel, and a reflecting necklace, a space dissonancer, and a rage glove, and then another netherite ingot, some more ancient debris, more netherite scraps, more of these, as well as a bunch of magnetic cave tablets. But yeah, I'll look into what these things do, and once I do that, I think that will end off today's episode. So let me just quickly pop in here. I'm really interested in this one. Created portal, there's no existing one. Holding rice mountain but creates a portal, kind of like a portal gun, I guess. So you do that. I guess like that too, and then oh, that's kind of cool. So I could just have it kind of go like that. No. Let's see. So this could be used for more vertical stuff. Oh yeah, that's nice for getting on top of stuff. It's kind of cool too. Alright, what about my ham? My ham's halfway there. Okay, what about the reflecting necklace? That sounds useful. Frankly, it starts less fights than jellyfish. I think I'll retire the jellyfish. And I do think I found a great way to level up the Shadow Clave, which is just to anger the pigmen and throw it at them. Because it gains 2 experience for every bounce, for every 2 bounces. Which, there's kind of a weird thing where you just... With the auto XP bank, you can't really take them out and use that experience because it goes into the negatives. It's kind of a weird thing. And let's see, what about the Rage Glove? Okay, so basically I hit harder, but I also take more damage. Okay. Don't think I'll use that one. I think I'll stick to my teleporting hand. Primarily because it's just kind of useful. Especially in the Bastions when I was just teleporting the piglin brutes above lava. Wonder if I can level this up. Oh, I can. Yay. Alright, good to know. What about... I should be able to level this thing up. Oh, I have 4 levels on this thing. Which I pretty much will just be leveling up the... I'll just be leveling up this one. Because, well, you get faster and lower levels as well as... Nothing sees you. Not a single mob can see you, not even piglin brutes. So it's very nice. But yeah, I think that will be all for this episode, and I'll see all of you in the next one.